Here at Grace, we are a family, and now you are a part of that family. Families tend to host guests, showing them love and hospitality. Well, Sunday is our day to host guests and welcome them into our family. In order for this to happen, we need to create an environment that is safe, welcoming, and loving. You are here because you were welcomed into the family of God, and now you are part of welcoming others into Grace Church. Grace Church, our church, truly is a family expecting guests, and we should be ready to show them intentional hospitality when they arrive. While they're in our company, they need to feel comfortable and valued no matter where they're at in their spiritual development. Our church, you see, is a representation of the bigger family of God. God has brought these guests to us, to you, and He wants you to play a part in the work that He's doing in each one of them. When we serve guests with His love, we reflect Jesus' attitude and mindset towards them. God uses our service to assist those that He has brought in coming closer to Him. The biggest danger at a church is when we get in the way of guests and God. People coming into our church may be coming from a very hurt and vulnerable place. They may be experiencing things in their life that leave them feeling hopeless. If we ignore them and make them feel even subtly rejected, it could push them even further away from God and reinforce those stereotypes that so many have about church. Instead, let's break down those stereotypes. Our job is to get out of the way and welcome guests into the presence of God. Have you ever wondered why we're called the First Impressions team? Well, in the first 7 minutes of contact with our church, our first-time guests will know whether or not they're coming back. That's before a single worship song is sung and before a single word of the message has been uttered. Going to a new place, let alone church, is uncomfortable and vulnerable. This makes our initial contact crucial. We want to make them feel safe and welcomed. We want them to feel that we are happy to see them. First impressions are subtle and often unspoken, yet they carry the weight of a first-time guest's unconscious decision of whether or not this is a safe place for them. What does the way you greet a guest communicate? Are you smiling and welcoming? Or are you on your cell phone indifferent? What does our parking lot communicate? Does it look like we are prepared for first-time guests? Or are we full? Come back next time. The point is, are we doing everything we can to make a person feel welcome? Your passion as a volunteer will have a huge impact on the experience of our guests. You are the first point of contact for first-time guests. You are the reflection of what this church is to them. When God entrusts us with first-time guests, we face an incredible but exciting responsibility. In all that we do, let's seek to help people let down their guard and make them feel safe and welcomed. If we are modeling Christ's hospitality, shouldn't they feel intentionally safe, welcome personally, and loved regardless of their outward appearance? You are inviting the people you meet to engage in life-changing relationships, especially with a God who invites them to come home. What will you do to lay the welcome mat as they enter? Now that you have the core to why we do what we do here at Grace, let's get into the apprenticeship, because that's what this is. This video and all the following videos are part of our apprenticeship, which is what we call training here at Grace. On the First Impressions ministry, we are all part of the team. We want to train you in all the First Impressions areas so that you can serve in any role. We call this concept cross-training, and it's a core value to our First Impressions team. This cross-training will give you a chance to sample the different areas of first impressions. Before we begin cross-training in the apprenticeship, make sure you have filled out the application, leadership commitment, and watch the video below on Planning Center to get you set up to serve. Thank you.